shall perform, we are not responsible for your safety. And now, I beg you, open your eyes. Welcome to LaCage Aux Folles!
We are, and what we are is an illusion. We love how it feels pushing on heels, causing confusion. We face life going sometimes sweet and sometimes bitter. Face life with a little guts and lots of glitter. Look under our frocks, girdles and jocks, proving we are what we are what we are. Half a brassiere, half a suspender, half real and half fluff. You'll find it tough guessing our gender. So just if we please you, that's the way to show us just cause you love us once you get to know us. Look under our glitz, muscles and sticks, proving we are what we
secrets of her fatal charms.
again.
You want to be a woman? Learn to suffer.
And you must learn to suffer.
Oh, I can't get Zaz out of the stage on time.
Oh.
Will we get overtime?
Only Zaza gets overtime.
Zaza is overtime.
Oh.
Elben, please let me in.
Oh, step away from the door, George. Leave it to a professional. Zaza, come!
Francis, could you please get Hana back on stage?
Hana doesn't take orders very well.
Oh, but I give them so brilliantly.
Ah, well then, how about this? You go out and perform the encore this instant, or tomorrow night you shall appear as a man.
You wouldn't dare. Francis informed wardrobe. I'm sure there are a pair of trousers large enough to fit. Coming!
Oh.
Francis, be careful.
Prepare the way, shall crochet!
Oh, Ben at last!
Dim the lights, cue my music, and start the applause. I'm ready!
Code, what are you doing in one of Zaza's gowns?
Madame Zaza's appearance is delayed due to circumstances beyond our earthly control. And so, since my mistress is indisposed, I take it upon myself as her friend, confidant, and personal handmaiden to be certain that the show go on.
Yes, although that is an applaudable sentiment, Jacob, unfortunately we are not featuring butlers in the review.
I am no one's butler. I am the maid.
Well, I hired a butler.
And you got the maid.
Alben, you come out this instant, or I swear I will find someone to knock this door down.
Very forceful. I'm sure my mistress would be shaking in her boots right now if she could hear you, but alas, she's in repose above.
Above?
Upstairs.
Oh, thank you, very clever. What are you doing in the kitchen?
Wrestling with a casserole that wouldn't come clean.
Oh, Elben, you're going to drive me mad! Do you know what time it is? Hurry, get dressed!
Where were you this afternoon?
What does it matter? Get dressed?
Hein, you made a magnificent luncheon. You said you'd be home. You weren't.
Do you see how she listens to me?
I deboned a chicken, stuffed her with wild rice and pistachios, anointed her with an apricot glaze, and tucked her up in truffles. And where were you? In absentia!
There are 200 paying customers all come to see her, and he is reciting the luncheon menu.
Oh, it's not about the chicken, George. It's the thought behind the chicken.
The thought behind the what?
The thought behind the chicken. Oh, did I say that out loud? Pardonnez-moi.
Don't you have things to do?
Oh, yes, many, many things.
Then do them!
Don't yell at my maid.
She is not your maid. He is your butler.
And now I ask you.
Mercedes is on. You're next, Zaza.
They'll wait. We're speaking.
They will not wait. Hurry, get dressed.
What now?
Ankle bracelet, if you please.
You know, if you didn't wear that iron lung of a corset of yours, you could put these on yourself.
You used to love putting on my ankle bracelets.
Yes, yes. Well, there's a difference between loving to and having to.
And so we have it. The beans are at last spilt. The cat is out of the bag. Feeling trapped, my love? Is that what 20 years together adds up to? Where once knelt a prisoner of love, now crouches a caged creature, longing to be free.
Oh, we are in fine form tonight. Brava, brava.
Oh, that's how it begins. First you start missing needles, then my ankle bracelets, and then bunk beds.
Could I stop you if I begged?
Oh, I can already see the final blow. Some bony brunette boy draped across my chase, popping bonbons, puffing pot, making a mockery of our marriage vows. Oh, it's all my fault for falling in love with a younger man.
My darling, I'm only 8 years younger than you.
5.
Actually, 16.
All right, 8.
Well, Ben, you know there's no one else but you.
Oh, pity me, George. Betray me, but don't lie to me. I should have seen it coming. For months I've watched my roles dwindle down. For once I was your inspiration, your muse. Now I'm reduced to naught but comic relief.
Oh, I see where this is going. Well, you can forget it.
Forget what?
You want me to drag out that old war horse production of Salome. Well, you can forget it.
Who said anything about Salome? I was... And what is wrong with my Salome?
And away we go.
I'll have you know that audiences adored my Salome. When I finished the dance of the 7 veils and raised the head of John the Baptist to my lips, audiences cried out, tears in their eyes, handkerchiefs stuffed in their mouths.
Yes, but audiences prefer to laugh without having to stuff handkerchiefs into their mouths. Oh, my God. There comes a point in every Salome's career where she must learn to accept that she can no longer afford to drop the final veil.
Are you coming? Mercedes is on her last verse. For the 4th time.
And apparently so am I. Jacob, pack my couch, we leave at dawn.
Oh, Ben, the show.
The show will go on, and so shall I. Solo, perduto, abbandonata, like a dog on a rock.
Like a what on a what?
Like a dog on a rock.
All right, Elben, you win. You shall play Salome again next season. Now get dressed, please.
So I've won. But what have I won? Zaza gets to play Salome, and our band eats alone. Once again, I'm a little depressed by the tired, old face that I see. Once again, it is time to be someone who's anyone other than me. With a rare combination of girlish excitement and manly restraint, I position my precious assortments of powders and pencils and paints. So whenever I feel that my place in the world is beginning to crash, I apply one great stroke of mascara to my rather limp upper lash, and I can cope again. Good God, there's hope again. When life is a real bitch again, and when my sense of humor has up and gone, it's time for the big switch again. I put a little more mascara on. tired of this perpetual marathon. I put down the John seat again and put a little more mascara on. 'Cause everything's sparkle dust, bugle beads, ostrich balloons. When it's readed latch that you look through. 'Cause when I feel glamorous and elegant and beautiful, the world that I'm looking at, beautiful too. When my little road has a few bumps again, and when I need something level to lean upon, I put on my sling pumps again, and wham! This ugly duckling is a swan. So when my spirit starts to sag, I hustle out my highest drag and put a little more mascara on. And everything's ankle straps, marabou, shalimar. It's worth sucking in my guts, girdling my rear. 'Cause everything's ravishing and sensual and fabulous when Alban is tucked away and Dada is here. Come to Mama when everything slides down the old tubes again, and when my self-esteem has begun to drip, I slap on my fake boobs again, and literally give myself a lift. So when it's cold and when it's bleak, I simply rouge the other cheek, for I can face another day. Slippery satin lingerie to make depression disappear. I'll screw some rhinestones on my knees, grab my necklace and tiara, and a little mascara. Ankle straps, marabou, sparkle dust, bugle beads, ankle straps, marabou, ostrich blue, shalimar, ravishing, fabulous. My hair may be black, but my roots are blonde. Yes, they are. And everything's ankle straps, marabou, shalimar. It's worth sucking in my guts, girdling my rear. 'Cause everything's ravishing and sensual and fabulous when Alban is tucked away and Dada is here.
great. Not bad for a first show. Ah! See, it's the return of the very pink panther.
Oh, be nice, or I will run as fast as these feet, mules, will carry and tell my mistress all about your special little visitor stashed away in the kitchen.
You don't mean he's here?
Oh, he's here, all right. Not so quick, Slick. Before I let you see him, we need to reiterate our little bargain.
Go on.
I will be certain to keep our special visitor stashed away up here while keeping Alban away down there.
And in return?
You put me in your show.
In one number.
Agreed.
In the chorus.
Ah! They haven't built the chorus strong enough to hold me.
Yes, now go see Jamal Ben.
Yes, my collaborators. Attention, the manly mongoose mainly moons Mongolians. Carry on.
Well, at least he's not on drugs. Monker, that you've returned to me. No. Don't speak. Don't say a word. Just simply let me drink you in.
Oh, wouldn't you rather have a glass of wine?
Oh, how wonderful you look. I ache to see that smile. A month without you feels like an eternity.
I have missed you too, and Alban.
Oh, safely tucked away. We have hours to ourselves. Come on, give me a kiss. Ah, my love, my life, my heaven.
Please skip the dramatics for when Alban gets back.
Oh, come in, Mummy Lou. Our son is home at last.
Our son, and aren't you supposed to be watching Alban?
I don't tell you how to do your job.
Oh, let it be. I must say I love the outfit.
Oh, just a little something to serve your every need. This for me, that for you, and this for your papa.
Stop, you're encouraging him.
Oh, he only behaves that way because he loves you.
If he loved me, he'd back you.
God, it's good to be home.
Now, no more holidays for you. I can't bear the stress.
Papa, I won't be here long. I'm getting married.
Oh. Well, that's what I like about you. If you've got something to say, you say it. No hemming, no hawing. Clear, precise, and to the point, like a knife in the heart.
I was going to send a telegram.
Oh, what? Miss the pleasure of seeing your father die before your eyes? Nonsense.
And I was worried you weren't going to take it well.
Well, I might be working my way up to it. And who is this you're supposed to be marrying? Not this Veronique.
Her name is Anne, Papa.
Ah, don't change the subject. You go off on holiday and you get engaged to this Antoinette. I mean, it's ridiculous, Jean-Michel. You're 20 years old. You're much too young to be engaged to this unassessed.
Her name is Anne, and I'm 24.
You are?
Papa, sit down. I have a problem.
24, so have I.
The problem is Anne's parents. Her father is Didon, Edouard Didon, the Deputy General of the TFM.
Oh, you know me in politics, darling. What is the TFM?
The Traditional Family and Morality Party.
Oh. Well, I like the sound of that. There's a little bit of something in there for everybody.
Well, it's not quite compatible with LaCage Aux Folles.
And why not? We have tradition, and who loves our family more than we? And we certainly do not skimp on moral. And having a deputy in the family, we could use a little political clout. What with this fanatic running for office? You know, the one who wants to close all the transvestite clubs once elected.
His name is Didon. Edouard Didon, the Deputy General of the TFM. How are you? And he's coming here to meet you.
You're insane.
He, his wife, and Anne will be staying overnight.
Probably certifiable.
They arrive tomorrow for cocktails.
And we'll all come to see you in the asylum. Why on earth would you want to marry into a family like that?
Because Anne is nothing like her father. Besides, you have nothing to worry about.
Except her father.
Well, we better get started trying to tone this place down a little and get rid of the few more obvious ironies in decor.
Mr. Mo, you're ditching the obvious ironies in the decor. What is to become of me?
I took the liberty of saying that you were part of the French Foreign Service. Don't worry, I was very vague.
Well, if you can't be truthful, be vague.
Well, we could use the house entrance and we could close off the door to LaCage Aux Folles.
Yes, and while you're closing off the door to LaCage Aux Folles, what has become of Albert? To be a French attaché to Pinocchio's?
Oh, anything he'd like to be as long as he's not here. Papa, you know the way he is, the way he talks and moves and dresses. You know.
Oh, so that's it, huh? The man who's raised you as his own for 20 years, but you come back from holiday and say, no, I'm engaged to the daughter of a fanatic. So it's this for her, that for you, and that for your papa. Do this!
Papa.
Traitor!
Papa, please!
Heterosexual!
Papa! There is no one else like Anne.
Oh, nonsense. You've been in love a dozen times.
Oh, not like this.
No? What about Colleen? What about Helene?
Never like this.
She's bewitched you.
Entirely. Girls have come and gone, Papa. Angelique and Antoinette. Who had I prefer, Leslie or Helene? It was all a blur, and yet, Papa, when Anne comes running down the street, and I link my arm in hers, girls have come and gone, girls may come and go, but something very odd occurs, Papa, 'cause life is in perfect order with Anne on my arm. It makes my shoulders broader with Anne on my arm. Even when things won't gel and the pieces won't fit, I'm suddenly in, I'm suddenly on, I'm suddenly in. Who else can make me feel like I'm handsome and tall? Who else can make me feel I'm on top of it all? I find a combination that works like a charm. I'm simply a man who walks on the stars whenever it's in on my arm. Who else can make me feel like I'm handsome and tall?
Since girls and sex are his credo,
Walking's a new sensation with Anne on my arm.
thank God he's got my libido.
Each time I face a morning that's boring and bland with her in the
He's fanning another flame. His rhetoric is the same.
It's great.
It's only the name that changes.
Somehow she's put a permanent star in my eye.
But after all, he's a great kid.
Even the dead of winter can feel like July.
So full of charm for a straight kid.
We start a conflagration that calls for alarm. We're giving off sparks.
There's a chance they'll be just like Alban and me. Then maybe it's
Who else can make me feel like I'm handsome and tall? Who else can make me feel I'm on top of it all? I find a combination that works like a charm. I'm simply a man who walks on the stars whenever it's in on my arm.
Well, you certainly make a convincing argument.
There is one more thing.
Oh, no, please, no more things.
The Jones would like to meet my parents.
So you said?
So I would like for you to invite Mother.
Mother who?
Mother Sybil, my mother.
You haven't seen her in decades. Why on earth would you want to invite her?
Because the Dodones would like to meet my parents.
So?
So that usually involves a father and a mother. So would you please call and invite her already? I'm sorry.
You better be. Now, who's going to tell all of this wonderful news to Alben?
Ah! Wedding bells! Is someone tolling wedding bells?
And Jacob strikes again.
What did we raise, George? An animal? Snakes live male and female together. Cats live male and female together. We're human beings. We know better. Oh, child. You're a boy. She's a girl. What would you talk about?
There's no reasoning with him when he's like this. Just run.
I love her, Alben.
Well, I love women too, but I wouldn't marry one. Oh, George, our baby's leaving, and I shall have no more.
Yes, well, that was not a miracle.
Ah, look how thin you are. It's that girl.
You always say I'm so thin.
You march into that kitchen and have Jacob warm you up.
Alben!
March! You're not a married man yet.
I'll talk to him.
I'm sorry, Alben.
He's sorry. He's sorry. Oh, George, our baby is getting married. Where did we go wrong?
Oh, we've been through worse, my love. We will survive this too. Say, we have an hour until the next show. What do you say you and me get some fresh air?
Oh, I'm too upset. I couldn't possibly be seen in public.
With me, you could. Life is a celebration with you on my arm.
I'm too upset.
Because you're not listening.
I'm listening. I'm always listening.
Life is a celebration with you on my arm. It's worth the aggravation with you on my arm.
Well, you always say bounce back quicker.
Well, because I'm more than bird.
You always were.
Each time I face a morning that's boring and bland, with you it looks good. With you I can. With you it looks great.
Do I have to?
Yes! With you it looks great.
On you it looks good. On you it looks great. On you it looks great.
Somehow you put a permanent star in my eye. Even the dead of winter can feel like July. I found a combination that works like a charm. It's suddenly whenever it's you. Whenever it's you. Whenever it's you on. Whenever it's you on. Whenever it's you. On my arm.
Bonsoir.
Jean-Michel.
Hello, Colette.
Have you met my friend Antoinette?
Nice to meet you, Antoinette.
Jean-Michel is my, cousin, Antoinette.
You have a lot of, cousins.
Family is family. Give me an hour to ditch her and I'll meet you in the car.
No, it's quite all right, Colette. I'm getting married.
Congratulations! Give me half an hour.
Sorry I'm late. How did it go with your parents?
They're thrilled for us. They're very excited to meet you. How about yours?
Well, my mother's happy, but my father's too busy lecturing the world on how to run their families. He has no idea what's going on with his own. Oh, Jean-Michel, you're so lucky to have normal parents.
They're actually not quite normal as you would
Jean-Michel,
think that.
what's wrong?
Let's say we take a walk on the beach.
Are you reading my mind?
Let's go.
But the beach is that way.
I think it's starting to rain and we should really run for cover. Let's go.
Jean-Michel, the sky couldn't be clearer.
And if you love me, you'll believe me. Nope. It's starting to rain.
And so it is.
Feeling better, my love?
A bit, and yet the world still seems so dark and gloomy.
Yes, well, it's nighttime. You're wearing your sunglasses.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour!
The fish? They are running well.
Oh, Chicago will be by in the morning.
Ah, merci. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Our nest is on empty.
Yes, it's an eludible fact of life, my love. You cannot keep children in cages.
Well, not forever. It seems like just yesterday Jean-Michel bounced on his mama's knee.
Yes. While we're on the subject, there is something that I have to talk to you about. If,
Jacqueline!
Hi, Batoon! I have just sent a party of very important patrons from my restaurant at the Little Club. Minette Show! Ring Saturday!
Oh, of course, no problem at all.
Problem, mon dieu?
Not at all. We'll send you champagne.
Oh, merci!
And I'll send you the bill.
I bet you little jokester, you! Take it, me,
You, my cher ami. The usual.
Voila.
How are the children?
Getting bigger.
Growing older.
Oh, aren't we all, Miss Pop?
Oh, we too far.
Yes, while we're on the subject.
Oh, what subject?
Mothers, you know that Anne's parents are coming to meet Jean-Michel's family. So I thought it would be a good idea if Jean-Michel's mother was there with him.
Well, of course I'll be there. Where else would I be?
Oh, no, not you, Eldan. Jean-Michel's mother, Sybil.
By Sybil, Jean-Michel's mother, do you mean that British tart who seduced you one night backstage at the Lido in Paris? That Welsh rarebit who once every 3 to 4 years that thinks to send her own flesh and blood son a birthday card? Always on her birthday and not his, I might add. Is that the English muffin to whom you refer?
That's the one.
George, I tell you now, without threats or tantrums, if that woman comes, you die.
If only it were that simple.
What right has she to butt into the boy's life now? Where was she when he actually needed a mother? I'll tell you where. In any corner of the world, in any corner of the room, with any kind of man she could get her claws into, that's where. Oh, when I think about the times he called her, wrote to her, begging her to come, and always the same response, so sorry, son, perhaps another time. I could bat the bitch.
Nevertheless, she is the boy's mother. She carried him for 9 months.
I'd delivered him in 8 and not to your doorstep.
Nevertheless, I called her. She's on her way.
Right. What else is there? I can tell when you're holding back. Might as well give me all the bad news at once. Who else have you invited to this little soiree?
Oh, it's not who I invited that's bothering me.
Excuse me, what?
It had to be a full moon tonight, didn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
And you had to wear that shade of blue.
But it's your favorite.
I know. And you had to wear that lipstick.
Don't you like it?
Like it?
But George, please, we're in public view.
I must be insane to think that you can still bring a blush to my cheeks.
Oh, you old fool.
Do you recall that windy little beach we walked along? That afternoon in fall, that afternoon we met. A fellow with a concertina sang, what was the song? It's strange what we remember, and odd what we forget. I heard la da 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 as we walked along on the sand. I heard la da da da, I believe it was early September. Through the crash of the waves, I could tell that the words were romantic. Something about sharing, something about always. Though the years race along, I still think of our song on the sand. And I still try and search for the words I can barely remember. Though the time tumbles by, there is one thing that I am forever certain of. I hear la da 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 da, and I'm young and in love. I believe it was early September. Through the crash of the waves, I could tell that the words were romantic. Something about sharing, something about always. Though the years race along, I still think of our song on the sand. And I still try and search for the words I can barely remember. Though the time tumbles by, there is one thing that I am forever certain of. I hear la da 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 da, and I'm young and in love.
Oh, George, you play my heart like a concertina. You're such a poet. I don't know about the crashing of the waves, this being the Mediterranean, but basically you are correct. This wedding is about love, not jealousies or old wounds. Sybil can come, and the three of us shall bear witness to our son's marriage, hand in hand in hand.
Alben, there's something else that I have to tell you.
George, the second show will be late.
Wait, Alben, please,
Later, Sherry. I mustn't keep my audience waiting.
But, Alben! For the first time in his life, he has to arrive on time. Oh, well, Ben, you're still surprised. I hear la da 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 da, and I'm young and in love.
Oh, no, thank you, dear. I just ate last week.
All right, so we have a rehearsal for the tap number tomorrow at 4, and then at 5, I want to see everyone involved in last night's dragon dance disaster. How many times do I have to tell you? Remember, the flames are supposed to come out of the dragon's mouth! The Cove will be taking out the collection for Jean-Michel's wedding.
Ooh, what are we gifting you? We could bake him a cake.
Ooh, and I can come out of it.
Oh. Or I could make ratatouille.
Ratatouille?
Oh, pretty darling. Leave them to me, George. All right, ladies, move it!
Oh, practicing how?
Making perfect.
What happened to you?
I'm dating Hannah.
Yes,
Could I make this place a rest home?
Hey, I got a van to put all the things in.
What things?
All the things from the apartment.
Are you planning on moving something?
Yes, some statues, some furniture, the paintings.
The furniture?
We can start with one of Alben's closets.
And what? Alben's closet? Surely these people will not be conducting searches of our closets.
Where's Mother gonna put her clothes?
She can leave them in the taxi for all I care.
What is it gonna look like when she's not staying in your room?
Like any couple married for 20 years.
And Capitan, we await your order to attack.
Alert the orchestra, I'll go get Zaza.
Papa, I'd like to get this settled now, please.
Zaza, vision and terry cloth, you take my breath away.
Oh, thank you, George. Jean-Michel, I thought after the show, you, your father, and I could have a little supper and discuss wedding plans. Doesn't that sound delightful?
Absolutely. I'll be up in the apartment working on your room.
Working on my room?
Spring cleaning, swatting cobwebs and lassoing dust bunnies.
But why spring clean if it isn't spring?
Well, it will be, one day, with any luck.
I've got an orchestra, I've got a song to sing, I've got an audience. All we need now is a star.
Fear not, sweet St. Francis, your star is on the rise. Jacob, lips, maison bonne, prochet.
Places, everybody.
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to tell him.
You have a lesson to learn in your young life. Discretion is the better part of marriage.
Well, come on, there's lots to do.
Now, hold on a moment. I want you to come here. Now, I want to make sure you know exactly what it is you're asking me to do. Look at him. The man who spent the last 20 years of his life living exclusively for our comfort, yours and mine, who has spent the better part making a home for us. Now consider what you're asking me to do. To throw him out of the home that he has spent building for us.
For one night, please. I'm just doing what's necessary.
Even more attractive. Now, we know why you're here, and so do you. Welcome to our midnight show at LaCage Aux Folles, starring the one and only Zaza!
Good evening, bonsoir, one and all. Are you having fun? Well, give me a moment, I'm just getting started. I hope our staff has made you all comfortable. Well, perhaps not that comfortable. Have you all had enough to drink? Oh, well, I can see that you have. Oh. Hello, darling. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever pictured yourself on the arms of an older woman? Wait, don't answer that. on the arms of a rich older woman. Well, write down your number. I'll give it to my mother. Oh, so you've all come to see our show. That you shall. For those of you who have wandered in off the streets unbeknownst, well, actually, I think you all left already, so I am Zaza. Oh, hello. They're so needy, aren't they? For those of you who cannot tell by our tastefully appointed signage outside, this is LaCage Aux Folles. Here at LaCage, we live life, how should I put this? On an angle. Okay, when I do that, can you all do that with me, please? On an angle. All right, hold on. There's some people in the cheap seats trying to go, not sure which way to go. Shall we try that again? On an angle. No, stop, stop, stop. There's a woman in front trying to go both ways. Don't worry. You'll soon get your bearings. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes. What do you see? It's rather gaudy, but it's also rather grand. And while the waiter pats your check, he'll kiss your hand. The clever gigolos romance the wealthy matrons at LaCage Aux Folles. It's like the 40s and a little bit new age. You may be dancing with a girl who needs a shave. We're both the riffraff and the royalty are patrons at LaCage Aux Folles. LaCage Aux Folles. The matron D is dashing. LaCage Aux Folles. The hat-check girl is flashing. We import the drinks that you buy, so your Perrier is Canada Dry. Eccentric couples always punctuate the scene. A pair of eunuchs and a nun with a marine. To feel alive, you get a limousine to drive you to LaCage Aux Folles.
It's bad and beautiful, it's bawdy and bizarre.
I know a duchess who got pregnant at the bar. Just who is who and what is what?
It's quite a question at LaCage Aux Folles.
For the mystery, the magic, and the mood,
Avoid the hustlers
and the men's room,
And the food.
for you get glamour, romance
indigestion
at LaCage Aux Folles. LaCage Aux Folles, a central patronation. LaCage Aux Folles, you'll lose each inhibition. All week long we're wondering who left a green Givenchy gown in the loo. You go alone to have the evening of your life. You meet your mistress and your boyfriend and your wife. It's a bonanza, it's a mad extravaganza. LaCage Aux Folles. really expect me to stick around with all those girls leaping and flying and flailing in that manner? Oh, let me ask you, you ever seen legs go up so high, so fast? Well, I'm sure you have. In the mirror. Oh, while I was backstage, I took the opportunity to slip into a little something else. This is something else, isn't it? Oh, hello, darling. I know why you got seats so close to the stage. Hoping to get a peek at all our little secrets, are you? Well, let me tell you something. Amongst my girls, there are no little secrets. It seems we have a new trumpet player. Let me ask you a question. Does your mother know what you do with those lips for a living? Does she know what they're going to do for me after the show? Well, I did tell you they were needy, didn't I? You'll be so dazzled by the ambiance you're in. You'll never notice that there's water in the gin. Come for a drink and you may want to stay the winter at LaCage Aux Folles. LaCage Aux Folles, a Central-Bay tradition. LaCage Aux Folles, you'll lose each inhibition. We indulge each change in your mood. Come and sip your Dubonnet in the nude. Oh, come on, girl!
Ladies and gentlemen, the management of LaCage Aux Folles continuously scours the globe to bring you the fiercest in entertainment. And now, from the deepest corner of your darkest fantasies, the eternal struggle of man versus beast, the apocryphal battle of beauty versus leather, tan, tawed, and tenderized, Hannah from Hamburg!
On stage.
All clear.
Attention! Spring cleaning is one thing, but where are you going with my cows?
I just finished changing. I will explain everything later.
Explanations are being entertained now, if you please.
Would you tell him?
2 minutes, Zaza.
Elben, everything will be all right. Just finish changing, please.
Everything is not all right.
You ladies keep it down. There's an artist at work here.
I'm waiting, George. Tell him already.
All right, Elben. I will explain everything, and I'm convinced that I have, so calmly and quietly that we can discuss this like two mature adults.
Is that bad?
No, not really. Well, you know that Anne's parents are coming to meet Jean-Michel's family, and you know that Sybil is coming. What I failed to mention is that you are not. Now, you know that politician who's been trying to spread his morality all across the coast? Well, turns out he's the girl's father. So, what can you do? You can't choose your parents. But Jean-Michel assures me that Anne is nothing like her father, so we can take some small comfort in that. Meanwhile, they're on their way. So, for one night, I will pretend to be someone else, and for that night, Sybil will be my wife.
And when they've gone, we'll have a huge laugh at how we pulled one over on them. I mean, it's kind of funny when you think about it. I mean, me, a French foreign legionnaire, Sybil, my wife, and you. Believe me, this will be a story we talk about for years to come. So, what do you say?
I'm sorry, Alvin.
Excuse me, I have a show to finish.
We are what we are, and what we are is an illusion. We love how it feels, putting on heels, causing confusion. We face life.
Please, please, please. I am what I am. I am my own special creation. So come take a look. Give me the hope or the ovation. It's my world, and I want to have a little pride in my world. And it's not a place I have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. I am what I am. I don't want praise, I don't want pity. I bang my own drum, something hits noise, I think it's pretty. And so what if I love each feather and each spangle? Why not try to see things from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can shout out loud, I am what I am. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses. I deal my own deck, sometimes the ace, sometimes the deuces. There's one life, and there's no return and no deposit. One life, so it's time to open up your closet. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world,